A few years back now on this channel, I managed to sit down with my special brown chairs and chat with my mate Chris Harris. And we talked about everything. We had a really candid conversation about his life, his cars, the highs, the lows, something called Top Gear. And he ended that video by saying, one day let's go and have a play with a car or cars on camera. Well, it's taken a long time to get to that point. Now, some say that Harris dwells over by these trees at the end of a windswept rural Welsh circuit called Llandau. And I've come along here and I've got the bait for him to take. I say bait, I've sent him some text messages, but it's a car over there which combines two things that I think he loves. Minis, because his first car was a Mini, and the BMW M, the power of the M. I'm Jonny Smith, and in this episode, I'm going to get him from his place in the woods and put him in a very, very special car indeed, in the pissing rain. Welcome to the Late Break Show.
It's got so much traction there. I mean, what a bloody noise.
I know, it sounds like it's on our knees.
It was a satellite with 0 1. I mean, you actually really hurt yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. So you remember, I don't know, 3 years ago when I came and filmed in your yard?
Yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then you said we should meet up again and play with cars, because we didn't actually drive any cars that day.
That was a lot more than 3 years ago, I think.
I think it probably was, actually.
Yeah.
So I know that you live in a caravan on Llandau, so I thought I'd come to Llandau, but I'll bring something for you to play with. I've thought about this long and hard.
Great, you bought a Mini.
And, well, your first car was a Mini.
Yes, it was.
Albeit an Austin.
Yeah.
But I know you're a man who is wedded
I know him.
to M-Power.
Yeah.
All is not as it seems.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, it's rear-wheel drive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I can...
Did you practice this, Johnny?
My hands are a bit numb. I've got no feeling.
Oh, it's called Vinny, I like that. Oh my Lord, okay. So, count them, count the coil packs, 1, 2, S65
It's an
V8.
It's an M3 Mini.
Is it? And it's right over the axle as well. This is stunning. How does that fit in there then?
I don't know, because it looks like it has always been in there. It's so beautifully done.
Look at the manifolds, they're beautiful.
Yeah. So it's a it's a rear-wheel drive Mini, one Cooper thing, 4-litre V8, and have a look inside.
So
it's
let's
sexy.
Put that down. Now I know this man, David Power.
Yes, I wish I had a name that good.
Ecutech, very, very clever man. But I didn't know he'd done this.
He's built this for not really any reason other than he wanted to go track daying.
Wow.
But he didn't want to sort of a particular category to race in. He just wanted a track day car.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
But I thought you, with your BMW...
Beautifully finished. I mean, as in, it is almost like a factory product, isn't it? It looks like it could have been...
Yeah, it is.
I'm so sorry I'm so ill today, I apologise.
No, it's
I
okay.
brought bad weather, toothache and illness.
It's okay, you're here, that's all that matters.
Oh, look, it's like a Rolls Royce, self-shutting doors. Well, it's lovely to see you, but right now I'd rather just go for a little toot in it. Will you jump in with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Where are you going? Are you not driving it?
I am, I'm going to take my coat off.
Oh.
Can we start it up? You know when a car's sound doesn't match the way it looks?
It's just so bizarre.
Well, it's like a person with the wrong voice. Can you imagine if Jeff Capes walked up to you and went, hi?
Yeah.
It's just wrong, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm staring at a Mini, but it's It's a muscle car.
It's got some bloody stance, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just so well disguised because it's wider track, but it doesn't look
but
massively
David's
wide.
clever. Look, all this stuff just looks factory.
Yeah, it is bloody clever. It's pervy. I love it.
Yeah. Do you want to drive it first or shall I? I think you go first.
Really?
Yeah, go on. Show me your skills. Leave the traction control on.
I don't have any skills. I haven't driven on a track for several years, Chris.
We don't want a Viper moment, all right? Thank you.
No,
Right.
stop.
Ignition's on.
Ignition thingy.
There's a start.
Press the start. So
shouldn't make that noise, but the way they've kept these mini circles,
yeah, it's beautiful.
the mini shapes,
Yeah,
it's just got a.
it's got a bloody great wand on it. I'm guessing that's off.
The crowd pleaser, yeah.
Oh, you bastard. I can't remember the last time I drove around here, Chris.
Right, there's a lot of rides.
There is a lot of rides and
It is noisy in here.
it is noisy.
It's noisy in here.
It's noisy and
This thing's angry. The intake noise is sensational. It's a bit sort of NASCAR-y. The finish is stunning. Look at our steamy breath. How cold it is today.
It's cold.
It's like we're both vaping.
It's I'm vaping fear. That's what
It feels
I'm
quite
doing.
supple on the suspension as
Yeah.
well.
The Bilstone suspension that he had made for it, he said the dampers are just.
I'll tell you what, he can't hear us because he's over there. The owner of this, David, is one of the quiet legends of our industry. He has done so much for car enthusiasts. He's a massive trailblazer with ECUs, control units. So, a load of people that have software for their fancy cars over the last 25 years owe it to his company.
Really?
Yeah, like absolute legend.
You know this circuit really well.
You say that.
I last drove this in a Bentayga.
It is four corners, mate. I mean, it's not. I'm not asking you to remember the Isle of Man road course, am I? It goes right, left, right.
Is it Welsh NASCAR?
Yeah. The intake noise is coming straight through the front bulkhead there.
It is, yeah.
It's clearly got throttle bodies.
Yeah.
Do you say throttle bodies or ITBs?
Well,
what do you say?
I say throttle bodies. I'm not offended by ITBs.
Do you say manifold or headers?
Manifold, I think. Unless I'm talking about my American car.
Yeah, good point.
Then I might slip into the lingo. Headers, yeah.
Right, this is pretty leery. I can't reach the pedals. But the steering wheel's too far away for me. It sets up for David, fair enough, it's his car.
Oh, yeah.
This is very treacherous where the surface changes.
Yeah.
David said change later than you'd expect.
Later?
Yeah.
Right, okay. It feels so...
Because it's so soft, it's got a lot of traction.
It's really quite enjoyable and comfortable. Boy. Okay, you're... You dirty bastard. That is...
It's a cool thing.
It's really singing, isn't it? That's really... Because that is wet and dry down there.
I just love how the engine revs.
But there's puddles of water, and yet...
Should we try and slide it? Like this one here. Oh, the power steering pump can't quite keep up.
Is that what it is?
It's not a car car just to slide around.
Well, that's a Mercedes part, the electro pads.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, what a bloody noise.
I know, it sounds like it's on our knees.
I tell you what this does remind us of is that we live in a world where there are no rules in the car world anymore, right?
No.
I've been thinking about this a lot. There used to be an establishment, there was a way of thinking. If you had lots of money, you wanted a supercar, you bought a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. If you wanted a prestige car, you bought an Audi, a Mercedes or a BMW. It's all out the window.
Yeah.
Everyone buys Kias and Hyundais,
Yeah.
and when they've got a few £100 to spend, they do mad shit like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think I prefer the new world in some respects. This is just so cool.
Yeah, I know.
It's got so much traction there.
That gear shift is quick.
Yeah, but I like.
Upshift is quick, downshift.
I mean, like 5 years ago, this car would have been unthinkable.
Yeah.
But now it's like, yeah, he stuck a V8 and made a mini rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
It's not. I just think the barriers have been drawn down because everyone's going, I just don't want to buy a new supercar.
No.
Really?
No. Well, they're not as unique as people once thought. I was saying this.
If you're David who owns this,
Yeah.
you know, he's a successful guy, you know, would you rather turn up to a track day at Snetterton in a GT3 RS or piss them all off in this?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this man is the reason why this car exists, because it was your idea, David, to conceive. Well, it's a powerhouse. Your surname's Power. This thing's a powerhouse. So marrying Mini with M Sport and creating this amazing thing. Where the hell did this start? Where did you cook this up from?
Started from racing a Mini, which I enjoyed, and wanted thought that, well, the idea was to then build a track car.
Yeah.
Something a bit more exciting than a standard sort of race Mini. One of our customers builds race Minis, and talking to him, what could we do? His initial suggestion was rear-wheel drive, which
is very un-Mini.
Was possible.
Yeah.
And it went from there.
You'd never know that there was a V8 under here. You'd never know it was rear-wheel drive. The cage is actually quite subtle. From out here, you can't really see it. Yes, it's got gold wheels, but you know, it's a Mini Cooper. Most people would just look at it and go, it's a Mini Cooper.
That was definitely the idea, is rather than trying to build a Thunder Saloon or something a bit max power,
Yeah.
to have it subtle. I wanted road car exterior and race car interior.
Yeah, yeah. Was this the first idea? You're going to go, I'm going to have that V8 from that M3 in that car, or did you go, no, I was going to have another 4-cylinder or another engine?
I think the curveball, when Elliot said, well, it needs to be rear-wheel drive, you then open up a whole world of opportunity.
Yeah.
My first thought was that the E46 M3, the straight six,
Yeah.
that is a stunning engine.
It is a stunning engine, yeah.
Elliot had got one, so when we bought the car and stripped it, we sort of put it in on an engine crane, and it would have fitted. And then
That's a long engine, the straight six, isn't it? It's longer.
It is, but with the freedom of taking the bulkhead out,
Yeah.
there is more space.
Yeah.
And then Ian Litchfield heard what we were doing. He's a good mate, and he said, I don't know what you're messing about with an old iron block. Let's use the V8. I've got one.
Go M3 V8.
Yeah.
So tell me about what's going on at the back end. So is it BMW back here?
No, to get the rear-wheel drive, the difficulty with having everything at the back, the diff, you've got to mount somewhere, all the wishbones, get the geometry right. Elliot's idea, again, we use Subaru rear subframe, which is a complete assembly. Like in the old days with kit cars,
Yes.
you'd use an E-type, XJS
Yes, that's right.
rear end for
Yes.
exactly that reason. So the Subaru subframe mounts the diff, rear wishbones. We've had to add strut towers to the back, but yeah, it's basically Subaru
So
back
that's all
end.
Subaru and Pratsbury
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's so, listen, every angle I look at it, it's amazing. It's presumably wider track,
Yes.
but yet I don't know how much wider because I haven't got another Mini parked next to it, and I suppose that's the subtlety is the
yes.
key here, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just so good. It's a reminder also that the earlier Minis, the Mini ones,
It's the
from the
pretty
early
one.
2000s, they're the prettiest cars.
Yeah.
They're just a bit more dainty.
I can't do the big slide in it, sadly.
That's really...
Because the steering's lovely, but it's not designed to slide, and the amount of electrical assistance it's got, it doesn't keep up. So
Right.
the assistance goes away,
Yeah.
and I'm not strong enough. You've got to have a go in it now, it's working a bit better.
I will do it.
Suspension's lovely. I said to David, is it road legal? And he grinned and he went, just.
Oh, hello.
It runs out of
Yeah.
the power steering goes. It's a pretty bonkers car, this, Johnny, I have to say.
Oh, neat. Funny, isn't it, the way it does that?
The control unit's having a think, really.
Yeah.
It's a wicked thing.
Yeah.
But if you said to me, right, just whap it sideways on the bottom corner there in 4th gear, I would say
No.
I'd rather. Well, there's lots of things I'd
Sell
rather
pictures
do.
of your Winky on the
would.
internet.
I think I really would, with a macro lens.
Not on a day like today, though, please.
Fabulously silly little car.
Yes.
I wonder if it'll do one here or not. Hold on. Not easy.
That was nice. 'Cause
Yeah, but the problem is that the steering at that point is unassisted.
yeah.
So I'm like,
But you,
I'm
I saw
gripping it.
you prepped in a,
you have to.
yeah.
Otherwise we'd have been off.
Yeah. Tell me what project cars you've got now that you didn't have last time we chatted.
So I've got so many things that need doing.
Yeah.
I've got a 205 XS Mint, AXGT Mint. Want to keep them as they are, but just play with them a bit.
Yeah.
I've done lots of work with, I'll give them a plug. Lovely Peter from GP Customs and Classics did the corduroy interior on the M5, and he did my Integrale as well. He's just one of those people that you want involved in your life. He's lovely. So I want to do more with him. So I want to trim some other cars.
Do you?
Yeah, so my old E92 M5 that I've had for 20 years this year.
Yeah. Is that the one that got stolen and you got it back?
Yeah.
What's your favourite car of mine? If I could give you one.
Oh, easy answer. No. Can't do him. Charger.
Yeah?
I love, it's one of the most beautiful car shapes ever drawn. I love you had that sort of ratty look before it became a cliche.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So I think you escaped that judgment, because it's always been like that. That's patina, it's not engineered shitness.
Yeah, it's not. I know what you mean. It's. I've had that car 18 years.
I mean, for me it's chart. I think the Allegro, if you ever finish it, will be brilliant. But I can't. I don't fall in love with concepts.
Yes. So when it's finished, can I let you have a spin in it?
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to.
We've been talking about hooking up for ages to drive cars.
Next time, and we won't wait anything like as long. We'll, in fact, no. We're going to stop here. Right. So.
Yes.
let's tell them a little story. Jonny and Richard are doing a podcast in Bristol. And I said, well, rather than just turn up, I'll do a bit of a protest. Then maybe I can come on stage with you and we can show how grown up we are and how we all love each other. And even though we compete for audiences, ultimately we know there's a big crossover. And it would be quite a nice sort of mash-up, wouldn't it? Like fusion cookery, you know?
Yeah,
like sort of Peruvian meets Japanese, you know? Because we're similar sort of genres, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be a nice idea. And I just got back from Africa, so I spoke to my better half and I said, look, can you get me a loud hailer? And she went, what do you want one of those for? Well, just get me one. And I want one of those ones that you talk into the microphone bit and hold it out there, like a proper American one, because it makes me sound important.
Yeah.
And can you also print this picture, A2? She went, why do you want a picture of a red Porsche that looks a bit odd? I went, well, that's Richard Porter understeering in a 997, which is a very famous picture. I want that on a placard. And then I want to write on a board, like a really good protest board. This is the second best podcast that's been recorded in Bristol this week. And I was going to crash it. So I turned up and they were down at a place called the Tobacco Factory in Bristol. Yeah. And so I rolled down to the Tobacco Factory in my Alpina and I parked up and I agreed timings with Jonny and Richard. And as I was rattling on the door, a few people walked past going, all right, is you off the telly now? Yeah, good, don't worry. What's the placards and the loud test? Don't worry, it's just a joke. Anyhow, I rattled on the door for another few minutes and nothing's happening. To go back into the main area and they go, well, the door's shut. I went, yeah, it is shut. I can't get in. Well, that's because they've locked it. I went, it can't be. So I went out the door and I was bashing on the door for about another 5-10 minutes, by which time at least 20 people out there saw me go, what's he doing? Basically, he's lost his nut. Yeah. So in the end, I just gave up. And I went home with my placard and my loud hailer.
I feel so bad, man.
And everyone that was in the bar, I went through the bar next door, and everyone just looked at me like I had lost the plot.
And you were protesting about nothing.
Yeah, they honestly thought I was protesting, and I was going home.
We were so annoyed because I had to turn my phone off because we'd gone on stage. So I had loads of missed calls when I turned it back on. Because he was just outside rapping on the door going, let me in, I want to come on stage.
Oh, the other thing is I bought...
So it nearly happened.
Because I wanted to actually steal some of your audience. I thought I needed to, just lure them with treats. So I bought 3 tubs of celebrations. I was going to give everyone in the audience a celebration and go, can you listen to my podcast instead of theirs? So I went home and I had celebrations the whole Christmas period, more than I could bloody eat.
Thank you for coming, though.
I loved it. We'll have to do it at some point.
Yeah, we should do it. That's a bloody great puddle, that is. I'm not a good enough driver to...
You're driving it very well. People like you always talk about not being a good driver. Well, irritating. You're a very good driver.
Well, thank you.
Being a good driver is not about sliding everywhere, is it? It's helpful sometimes for a film, but that's
I'm a slow learner, so effectively I take a while to warm up to a...
But don't you love having reached an age where you don't give a shit about how slow you get into a car?
No,
it's about confidence of life, isn't it?
Yeah,
when we were 25, you'd go, oh, I must be up to speed in 3 corners. Now, if it takes you 20 minutes, who gives a shit?
That's so true. That is so true.
Times have you actually spoken about the Cavalier on your podcast?
I don't know if I've ever spoken about the Cavalier.
Why not?
That's a good question, I don't know.
Go second.
Oh, shitbags.
That's it, go second, that's it. I think that the Cavalier came up in a conversation I had last week. Someone said, what's the greatest thing you ever saw in Max Power? I said, Cavalier bike. I think when you spanned yourself in that Dukes of Hazzard Sapphire, but that was just moronic.
Yes.
Whereas the Cavalier was just so clever and just so perfectly executed. And the little icing on the cake that you got the lawyers turn up to EMAP, or was it Bauer by then?
Yeah. No, it was EMAP, wasn't it? Oh, I had my editor got the call and it was like, we need it destroyed and we need evidence of it and we need it in the next 48 hours, otherwise we will see you in court. It was very much...
So the background to this, he'll tell you on his podcast better, was that around, this must be sort of late 90s, or was it 2000?
No, 2003, 2004.
Well, you're still there then?
Yeah, I was.
Jesus. So, Burberry had a bit of an issue with, remember all the Chelsea supporters would buy Burberry caps, and people, basically, the people that Burberry didn't want buying their kit were buying their kit. And it had a bit of an image problem. Can't have myself thinking it. And so Jonny decided to modify a Vauxhall in Burberry trim.
That's right.
And park it outside Burberry's flagship store in Knightsbridge.
We did a couple of drive-bys. We actually had some girls dressed in Burberry on roller skates, and we were pulling along. Yeah.
But it was a Vauxhall Cavalier. And what did you call it?
The Chavalier.
I mean,
The golden.
I suppose there's no greater praise for me than when you used to. Back magazines were great, weren't they?
Yeah, magazines.
You look back and you think, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
That's the greatest compliment I can pay you, is I just thought, wish I'd done that. I wish on my CV I had the Chavalier pulling roller skaters outside Burberry's flagship store in Knightsbridge. I mean, that's just joyous. Because actually there's no harm done, really.
No, I can tell you a secret. I don't think I've admitted it to anybody. You know, I was supposed to have completely destroyed the car.
Yeah.
I stole the bonnet off it and filmed the claw picking it up and crushing it low down, so you couldn't tell there was no bonnet on it. I've got the bonnet in my garage hanging up. And it's been 20-something years later, so
It must be one of your greatest moments.
The Chavalier. I won an award for the Chavalier.
Did you?
Yeah, I've got a little glass award.
For what?
Within publishing, yeah, it was a greatest feature idea or something. Yeah.
Oh, it was just so good.
And we had the seats. We covered the seats in shell suits. We unzipped big shell suits and sleeved the whole seat. And we had sovereign rings on.
But the Chavalier. What was your second best? Don't say the Dukes of Hazzard. What were you called? Not the Dukes of Hazzard. What were you called?
Oh, the Dukes of Essex with the General Leon C.
It was a sapphire with 0-1. I mean, you actually really hurt yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
When did you leave Max?
04.
So you went straight from Max to Car Magazine?
Yeah.
That must have been a bit like sort of letting the fox into the hen house, wasn't it?
It was a bit weird. I had to dial back some of my thinking. Yeah.
Did you feel it was time to move into the mainstream?
Yeah. I think what it was is you were always, it doesn't matter what magazine you were on at the time, you're always tasked with come up with something memorable. That's something that people talk about that month or that week.
But you're automatically in an arms race then. Yeah. And that's ultimately why car television, I think, needs a big reset, and I hope the new Grand Tour maybe is part of that, because you have to start going further and further, harder and harder, and before you know it, everyone's going, right, so we need to go to the moon in 3 Lamborghinis that were made between 1971 and 1973, but they can only be beige. Yeah. And you're like, well, where do we go with this?
Where do we go? Exactly.
And when I was doing Top Gear at the beginning, when it was, we were struggling, and for all the reasons people know, and we were against the Grand Tour, it was that there'd be whispers what they were doing, or they're going to do this, well, they have more money than us, so they're doing this, and we'd have to go and watch a rocket. We literally went to watch a rocket launch.
Yeah, you did.
In Kazakhstan.
I remember.
It was all part of that. It was like, well, we got a rocket.
Yeah.
And then when you're standing there watching Fred dangle over a dam in a metro convertible, you're like, what? This isn't a car show anymore.
No.
Or maybe we should have some bits that are like a car show.
Yeah.
But I think the magazine world became like that as well.
Yeah.
And actually, there wasn't. I'm obsessed with old issues of Car. I buy lots of them, and I read them religiously. They're around my toilet. Sorry, but that's where you read. Isn't it?
Downstairs lav, perfect territory.
And I find the feature writing really calm and gentle, because sometimes most of the time it's just enough to drive the car, go somewhere. Yeah. It literally is. You can imagine George Bishop just went, I want to just go to the pub or something, or Phil Llewellyn would go, I fancy going to Bristol or Plymouth, and that was all they did. Yeah. They relied on their writing prowess and just the subtle interests of a road trip.
Yeah.
And maybe we should do more of that.
I think we should strip it back. I think in the same way that I don't know, more analogue-y things and time-consuming pastimes seem to have come into vogue, like, you know, you've got young people doing crochet.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time
It does,
and skill.
And it's not on a device.
What a thing. I think both me and Monkey Harris can admit that we'd rather have more of these sorts of creations in the world than off-shelf sports and supercars in a way. This is true individuality. What David has created with the Vinny is mind-blowing. It's stealth, it's madness, it's amazing engineering, and I personally would like to see more of this. And if you are following the Late Break Show as a subscriber, you'll know I spend my own money on building, or trying to build, cars like this, my Subaru WRX Run Show, my Type R Austin Allegro, those sorts of things. Supercars these days, although they're fast and although they're flash, they're actually not that rare. You see them quite often and they're not as low volume as they used to be, whereas this stuff, well, it takes real balls to commit to a build such as this, of this caliber. I really hope you've enjoyed this as much as me and Chris have dicking around in this Mini. And if you haven't already become a subscriber to the Late Break Show, I would absolutely love you to. We're getting close to 1 million subs now. And if you want me to go back with Chris and drive something else someday soon, hopefully not in the slashing rain, let me know in the comments. That would be great. Thanks ever so much.